Okay, game number 3. It's the fight before Christmas. It's the Korean qualifiers. I'm Rifkin, casting tonight with Zombie Grub. And spawning here on the rightmost side of merry-go-round, it's going to be Dead Pixels, Pink, Protoss, Patience.
Upper left as the blue Zerg, it's Axiom's Impact.
And Zetzy Scanner in chat says, sup, Base Trade TV, love you guys. What's up, Zetzy Scanner? We love you back. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. It's always a bit of a weird thing when we do qualifiers. Never know what quite to expect. Games tonight have been pretty, I don't know, like, not exactly the craziest, most awesome games I've ever seen in my life, but they've been good. I've been entertained, and I hope you guys have been as well. Impact putting on quite a good show in this series as well. You know, that last game, as much as we could praise Patience for that defense, and it really deserves some praise, because again, I've seen players like Parting die to that. It was kind of Impact's choice, you know. You choose to one base it. You go for that cheese. You really put your fate in your opponent's hands. Like, can they hold off? And if they do, I lose.
Is there some serious mind games going on? Impact just tried to cheese me, so he might go for a 3-hatch for a pool, considering that I might think that he's going to cheese me again.
Yeah, this blows me away though, because Patience, I've never really seen him cannon often. Like, I know he's able to cannon. Every Protoss player is, let's be honest, but this does strike me as particularly odd. Now the Overlord's going to see this, and the drone's been left down here, so he's not going to get away with this for free.
Oh, and I think Impact was gonna. No, wait a minute. Look at the wrong minerals. No, I think Impact was gonna go for a 3-hatch or 4 pool. But now after seeing the probe, I think he's got to rethink his plan. He's go up to 17 drones though before deciding. Decide.
He's trying to hope the second probe will come in here, but Impact's also gonna see that because he tried to sneak out with a 3rd hatchery, maybe? Question mark. Either way, all sorts of awkward.
Yeah, he definitely was, and even though he didn't get the 3rd hatch, he still waited a long time to get the pool. So yeah, he's got to defend with just drones. But Patience is like, "What's up? Just get a Nexus." Impact just can't quite, like, he knows the Nexus would throw down, but he still can't quite let the probes do whatever they want. I mean, like, you still have some money left over. Maybe they still commit to it. They Protoss it up. All right, now he's gonna go back. He's fine. Nope.
I'm surprised he didn't actually go for the fake pylon that we so often see.
Yeah, that's true. But Patience really just, I think he really got Impacts there. Impact, we saw a lot of mining time. He had about like 7 drones off at one point, then 4. That was a lot. And of course, Impact, if he had decided, if that was a plan to go for the 3-hatch, he did mess up his plans a little bit. Now, it's all off the back of just like a forge in the main, which, you know, Forge first is less economical a little bit. Forge in the main, the wall off is a lot later, but I wouldn't call it that big of a commitment.
Yeah, Stream Channel is mistaken by 1 game. Oops. Did it. Alright, so right now, as far as Impact and Patience go, though, I mean, like, okay, this is Link's chipping away at this pylon. This was meant to buy a little bit of time. He knows full well he wasn't going to be able to cannon this base, but I'm really wondering. Okay, 2nd pylon. This is dedication. I'm really curious to see what tech path he's going to go down. Like, he still has to wait for the Cyber Core to finish. The downside when you open up the Forge, it's going to take a long time, but, like, he's just being such a nuisance at this 3rd. But what do you think? Do we see Stargate? Do we see Robo? Like, what tech path do you think Patience is going to go for?
A Twilight Council and a 2-base blink all in.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
I felt like just calling the exact build.
Well, I mean, it's you did go ahead and go for like the. It's like what units is a Terran player gonna make? I don't know, Marines. But get wrecked, because if you cast more Patience, you would know he loves his Stargates.
Dude, I wasn't going off of anything. I was going off of, like, you know, what do Protoss do? They get like blink sometimes.
All right, so speaking of the Stargate, like, in all seriousness, we'll see if this ends up being for an Oracle or for Phoenixes. Patience is definitely the guy who's got the control to make Phoenixes work, and I kind of feel like, despite his awesome harass of this 3rd, it might be a bit too late to make an Oracle really do anything. But one Oracle investment, whether it's late, whether it's early, Revelation is such a key part of scouting. It's not actually bad if it can't get kills.
Oracle first.
Oh yeah. The question was more about the Phoenix follow-up, or whether it would be the case or not. I'm really looking to see whether that Robo gets slapped down, because I mean, if he isn't, then it makes sense to get the Phoenixes, but following up with Gateways instead. Ooh.
Gateway all in off the back of Oracles?
Maybe. It's something that is deadly. We've seen it work in the past, but of course we realize I'm not getting scouted. Impact's going to see this in just a sec.
Awkward. Yeah, I mean, 3 gateways was enough for an all-in anyways. Light pressure for sure, but it just means that Impact has to look around for any proxy
Ooh.
pylons, and that should be enough to kill it.
And it's a Void Ray follow-up. I mean, I guess this is good if you're a little bit paranoid against roaches, if you want to clean up the Overlords. The Void Ray's got a lot of defensive capabilities, but I really didn't expect him to go for the Void Ray.
Maybe to kill the Overlord and, yeah, defend against any potential roaches, but...
First blood.
Oh.
It's always weird when it's like this long until something dies, right? 8 minutes in, first unit killed. But alright, so it certainly dies on the other side of the map. Kind of denied scouting this wall off anyways. The Oracle doesn't get that many kills, only 3 workers, but again, the Oracle's key role isn't really... It's not like versus Terran. You're not looking to kill a whole mineral line. You're looking for revelation tags, you're looking for envisions, you're looking to use this for its utility more than its damage.
What is Patience now? Okay, this Twilight Council goes down, so I guess it's Blink +2. It'll work out nicely with the +1 finishing up. Not quite perfectly, though. Hydra's Den for Impact. Can't expect much else. It is Merry-Go-Round as well, which means that Patience would have loved to have some type of lead just in the early game, just so that getting a third would have been a little easier. Now, it's like, you gotta face a really big concave against a very powerful attack from Roach Hydra.
Man, I was just thinking, it'd be really cool to see on like a map design. Like, what if you could make like kind of like destructible rocks, but like destructible buildings? So you just have like a city in the middle of the map that you have to like kill to go through.
Oh, like Command and Conquer. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, they had cities in the middle, and you could kill some cities, I think. Or some buildings, I don't remember. It's actually an attack. So this is off the back of, what, 5 gateways? 6 gateways. As 2 do finish up here, but it's still not an all-in. He's getting a robot behind it.
This is without the aid of sentries, though, so catching these roaches without force is a bit of a nuisance. He already, like, there's Hydras on the way. This attack is gonna, I feel, doomed to fail.
It's an odd attack that is doing more, I think, just out of sheer surprise than anything else. Like, he killed all of the queens. The roaches got kind of in a bad position against the zealots. The Voider is obviously still alive, and it's gonna die to the Hydras. It was certainly odd. I don't know if it really did enough damage to warrant losing all those zealots and the Oracle and the Void Ray.
Prismatic alignment, by the way, looked really funny when it's attacking something right in front of it. This like beam of energy going off to the left.
Well, that was such an odd attack. Why?
It really was. It was lackluster. It was at a timing that was far too late. Like, you can't come across the map at 11 minutes with just zealots. That's never gonna cut it.
I guess if you were banking on them going for like Ling Hydra and the Hydras weren't quite out, or they're just being really greedy and not having any roaches whatsoever. Well, either way, that wasn't the case, and now Patience is down just, well, a fraction of his army otherwise that, you know, that he would have had. There was in a Dark Shrine, not a bad idea. Again, he would have loved to have an earlier lead, and now maybe the Dark Shrine will make up for that. Maybe the Dark Shrine will buy him enough time to get up to a good Colossus count, so dealing with Roach Hydra won't be so difficult. But it's still like, oh, no third at 12 minutes on Merry-Go-Round. Are you ever going to get one?
Yeah. I feel really bad, by the way. This is about a half hour late, but big loves and shout out go to Dr. Awesome TBM. $10 donation says, "Good morning, guys. Thanks for the cast with a heart." Thank you for your donation, sir. Well, the Void Ray gonna clean up this overseer. It's kind of a nice kind of move. I assume this was just gonna get picked off by those Hydras so easily, but still standing, still being able to clean up some of the map control.
Impact not quite ready to attack in. Has Hive on the way. 1-1 not nearly anywhere done. Roach or Hydra speed might be done. He could try and micro a little bit with that, but it's always very dangerous to go with Roach Hydra before you're really, really ready.
Gets the sneaky byline down there and takes out the Zealot too. But moving on to Hive Tech is... I feel like there's so many times, like even if it's the PvZ, obviously more often in CVT, Zerg get stuck in that layer tech for a lot longer than they want to. You know, you're making so much Hydra, so many roaches, you can't afford to make that Hive. But this will be really nice moving to the late game, whether it's for the Abducts on the Vipers or whether it's just for upgrades. Either way, like this Hive opens up so many additional options for Impact.
Patience has to depend a lot on these ETs buying him time. I don't think he was quite ready to deal with that army, and it is retreat back. I don't know if it saw something or what.
It is 4 DTs though, so if they want to all focus on the Hive, honestly, they could probably kill that really quickly after the Spore Crawler, split them up 2 and 2, go for drone lines. I mean, you're right. Like this has to deal some pretty good damage, whether it's economic or not.
Oh, it is. Overseer isn't quite ready. It's on its way. He could pull the TTs away. Like desperation, really.
Yeah,
but
he left up in the warp position. Oh,
No,
it's
I meant
not-
the Vipers abducting them. The Vipers aren't even out. Oh,
Oh.
are you serious?
93 health. Impact holds onto his hive.
For
I can't help
now.
but wonder if he'd be better starting a layer somebody else, like somewhere else. Like he doesn't have a lot of money right now, but that is going to die.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, I guess if the hive dies, you've already gotten everything that you wanted to, if the Vipers survive, that is. That you could live without it for a while? Question mark. But it's it's always dangerous. With no High Templars, Patience is not going to be able to take on the Vipers easily. Maybe a good blink forward or something like that. But only a couple of Colossus, that's easy abducts. Blinding Clouds as well.
Some Zealots went in there trying to hope to just blitz him, but some Hydras were waiting, so they'll take out about 2 of them. Not a bad trade. But middle of the map, Impact has got a massive army gathering.
He really wanted to get that War Prism. He's like, I don't want to worry about that.
Oh, nice run by to catch out this hatchery.
But the attack is forming.
That's a kill, not a cancel.
Yeah, Impact is starting to bank money though. You got maxed.
Well, the Colossus that gets snuck out behind us. There's a couple of hallucinations in this, but he's going to grab both of the real ones. Very unfortunate. And I think Patience is about to get swamped here. The supply is just too big of a difference.
Whoa.
There's no Colossus left. Blinding Clouds go down. The Stalkers are choked out. They can't fight. Force's going to buy Patience a little bit of time, but will it be enough? This third base has got a couple of cannons, and that's great, but he just moved towards the natural.
The Hive did die. The Zealot attack at the 4th also killed some drones, not a whole lot. The Viper's still alive, I think, though. 4 are still alive, but he's losing a lot of his army, just like not doing a whole lot in return. Just barely doesn't get the last Colossus, for real.
Yeah, this sucks because you're right. He didn't do a lot. Like, he threw away his army for an army trade, which is not what you want to do versus Protoss. Third base still stands. He didn't pick off any important tech, just a couple of pylons and cannons. I mean, that attack from Impact ended up starting off so strong, but ultimately doing very little.
Yeah, it wasn't really army for army. It was all of his army for about half of Patience's army and nothing else.
I guess the thing
really
is though,
worrying.
like with the Colossus, like the thing is the Colossus were removed from the equation. With those gone, you can start using Hydras and Roaches to defend a little bit more easily. But yo, this Void Ray is still alive. Are you for real?
You're real, man.
Not for long.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that would have hilarious if that would have killed a base. You're like, man, this is like the ghost of Void Ray Pass. But resources lost, really not that big of a difference. But as far as what's effective and available,
Really?
that's the big question.
Oh, you got the Overseer because you want to be able to warp into emergency DTs, but there was a big opportunity to get like 2 Vipers.
At the same time, that shouldn't have really been an opportunity. Like, Impact should not have really flown those over. But as he chokes towards this base, this is the perfect opportunity for abduction. Blinding Clouds. There we go. Blinding Cloud on top of the Stalkers keeps the Vipers alive in the back.
The DTs though, they're working so hard, and Impact has not noticed it.
Yeah, he's not even making it over. See, there we go. 2 more being made right now.
There was 8 more. That may have been overkill. Okay, so a lair was rebuilt, no hive, but the Vipers are still alive. Colossus are becoming less of an important part of Patience composition. But, they are... you need something, and if it wasn't Colossus, it's hopefully Storms, but he never got up there.
That's kind of cool. He snuck away the DT, so as far as Impact thinks, like maybe it was just a Zealot dealing a ton of damage. But meanwhile, big fight go down back at home for Patience. He loses the Archons. He's lost the DTs. There's no more, like, with the Overseers in the front lines like this, it's not going to cut it. He's not going to be able to be so cheeky with it yet again. Abducts the Immortals right into the clutches of the Roaches, of the Hydras. Good game's going to be called. Impact will take this series. He'll go on to fight against Yoda for the final spot in this group. Patience, though, played a pretty good series.